There's something strange about returning to Super Mario Galaxy. The moment the menu fades in, that slow rotation of planets, the shimmering glow of distant stars, you just remember how it felt. It's not just nostalgia, it's something quieter, like revisiting a dream that's still faintly warm. But then, after a few minutes, you realize something's missing. You remember the music, the movement, and the wonder, but you don't feel it the same way. You're playing it, but you can't go back to where you were. You can't go home again. When I first played Mario Galaxy, I thought it was the happiest game I'd ever seen. The colors were bright, the music was orchestral, everything sparked. But underneath that, something almost haunting. Every level starts with a fall. You're thrown into space, spinning, and disoriented. There's no ground beneath you, only gravity pulling you toward the next small world. And it's beautiful, but also isolating. You're alone, completely alone. That's what makes Mario Galaxy different from other Mario games. In 64, or Sunshine, there are crowds, laughter, and movement. They're alive. Galaxy isn't. It's quiet. Every planet feels like a memory. Detailed, perfect, but frozen in time. There's a melancholy in the silence between the music. And maybe that's what makes it feel like a dream. Not the floating or the stars, but the loneliness. That sense that you're moving through something that no longer exists. Something that remembers you, even if you don't remember it. When you reach the Comet Observatory, you meet Rosalina. She's calm, distant, and kind, like someone who's already accepted loss. Her storybook isn't what you'd expect from a Mario game. It's not about power, stars, or adventure. It's about grief, about a child losing her mother and leaving her home behind. It's a story about growing up and realizing that the people who make you feel safe can't always stay. That's what Mario Galaxy hides beneath its light. It's a game about moving on from childhood, from comfort, from home. Rosalina builds her own universe, but she never stops looking back. Every galaxy she creates is a piece of something she lost. And as the player, you don't realize it at first, but you're doing the same thing. You're chasing the stars, building constellations out of old memories, trying to give meaning to the feeling that something is slipping away. There's something dreamlike about how Mario Galaxy handles space. It's not empty, it's intimate. Every planet feels handcrafted, close, like you could reach out and touch it. But you never stay anywhere too long. You visit, you move on, and it's gone. It's a kind of memory loop. Each galaxy is self-contained, and yet, when you look back, they all start to blur together, like fragments of dreams that fade when you wake up. And that's where the sadness comes from, because Galaxy never lets you linger. Every world is temporary, even the observatory, your supposed home, isn't really one. It's a place between places, where you can only stay until the next launch star pulls you away. It feels like a game that's already remembering itself, as if it knows you'll one day look back and try to find this feeling again, but won't. The ending of Mario Galaxy is strange. After all the joy, all the colors and laughter, the game ends with destruction. The universe collapses on itself. The stars die, and for a few seconds, there's nothing left. And then Rosalina speaks. She tells you that death isn't the end, that new stars will be born, that the universe renews itself through loss. And when you're young, you don't really understand what she means. You think it's a beautiful cutscene, but as you grow older, the meaning starts to form. You realize she's talking about you, about how we move through phases of our own lives, leaving entire galaxies of ourselves behind. Childhood, friends, The moments that felt infinite, they collapse quietly, and new ones take their place. Mario Galaxy isn't just a dream you can't return to, it's a life you can't return to. I think that's what I feel when I revisit it now, that quiet sadness of Mario Galaxy. The kind that doesn't hurt but lingers. You know the stars aren't real, but part of you still wants to believe they are. You load the game, you hear the theme swell. You see Mario standing in that empty void of space, and for a second you almost feel like you did before. Almost. But dreams don't work like that. You can't force your way back in. You can only remember the warmth, the weightlessness, the moment before you woke up. Maybe that's the point. Mario Galaxy doesn't want you to go back. It wants you to remember, to hold on to what it means to you, even if that version of you no longer exists. That's why it still feels like a dream. Not because it's distant, but because it's still alive, floating out there in the dark, waiting for someone new to see it for the first time. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's what makes it beautiful. Not that you can return to the dream, but that somewhere, someone else is dreaming it now.